That is very scary when you see something like that near your home. Meteorologist Julie Broughton is here now. Julie, we do know that the weather has been very dry for some time right now, and that fire risk is elevated.
And it's going to stay elevated as we move through the next several days. We really don't have any significant rain in the forecast, unfortunately, so we are talking about that sensitive fire weather for the next several days. Here's a look at our fire risk as we move through the day, our fire danger, and you can see all of our counties are either in a medium or high category. So when we're talking about that fire danger, just as we saw with Laverne's story, any fires that do start can spread very quickly. So we're talking about low relative humidity. So right now, relative humidity values in some spots in the 20s, and that means there just isn't a whole lot of moisture in the air. That's why it feels pretty nice when you step outside. But again, you combine that with some breezy conditions, and that can spread fires really quickly. Right now, winds are gusting not too bad, up to around 15 miles per hour in New Smyrna Beach and 17 miles per hour in Daytona Beach. Now, here's a look at the radar for us scanning out, showing we are not tracking any rain across central Florida. We do have that very dry air mass in place, so when you look outside, it looks really pretty, but when you don't see any clouds, that's a good indication that there just isn't a whole lot of moisture out there. This is our Light Orlando Delivering Hope Together camera over downtown Orlando. We are sitting at 83 degrees with variable winds right now at 5 miles per hour. Remember, the normal high this time of year is around 83. Elsewhere, we're talking about 85 in Sanford. It is 85 as well in DeLand. And if you are in the Villages, you are checking in at 86 degrees. A little bit cooler for some spots along the coast. Right now, it is 79 degrees in New Smyrna Beach. Now, we are tracking a cold front. We'll time that out for you and tell you what that means for the rest of your work week coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Julie, thank you. Orange Osceola State Attorney Monique Worrell is now responding to Florida's Attorney General and his offer to help prosecute thousands of backlogged cases.
She will meet with the statewide prosecutor tomorrow to see how the state could help. But Worrell also questions how the Attorney General made the offer.
Oh man, I was so nervous for Gail. Happy she's back. Water vapor imagery showing we have started our work week drive. We are tracking a front. We'll break down what that means for the rest of your week coming up.
You're watching News 6 at 4, getting results. We'll be right back. During the break, though, we are streaming live on Facebook. Search Lisa Bell News on Facebook right now.
News 6 Insider is sponsored by Orange County Library System.
Do anything crazy until many more decades
You're about
from now.
that mom life right now.
Yes, yes.
And you're doing
Yeah,
you're
I'm living
it.
on the edge, just driving my minivan to and from ball games. So
You're pushing it.
yeah. Right, Julie.
We've
Broughton.
ridden with you. We know that that is true.
It's frightening. It's terrifying.
We were all on the edge in that minivan.
Julie's standing by. We had a gorgeous weekend.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
it was so nice.
Yeah, it was beautiful out there. We're starting to see a bit of a warming trend, and that will continue for us as we head through the next several days. Outside right now, though, actually pretty pleasant in a lot of spots. We'll keep it nice and mild through the evening hours. Then for your Tuesday, we are tracking our next front. That front moves in late tomorrow into early Wednesday. It's not going to bring any rain when it comes through, but it will knock our temperatures back a few degrees for your Wednesday and your Thursday. But then as we head toward the weekend, toward your Easter weekend, we go right back close to 90 by Easter Sunday. So keep that in mind as you are deciding what goes in your Easter eggs. This morning, we started the day some spots in the 40s, 46 in Ocala, 49 in the Villages. Orlando woke up to 55 this morning. You were also at 55 in Melbourne. Here's what it looks like right now as we take a live look outside. This is our Daytona Beach sky cam. Some folks out there enjoying the beach, and you can see on that camera shaking. It's a little on the breezy side. Right now, Daytona Beach is checking in with a whole lot of sunshine and 80 degrees. It is 80 degrees or 79 degrees in New Smyrna Beach. Warmer as we head to our interior spots like the Villages, where you are at 87 right now. It is 81 in Wildwood and 84 degrees right now in Kissimmee. Here is your hour-by-hour forecast featuring Zena. Zena is winding down, getting ready to take a nap on this beautiful day. So nice napping weather for Zena. We'll be at 85 degrees at 7 o'clock, dropping to the low 80s by 8 o'clock. We keep it dry for your Monday night. Head to clickorlando.com/pin so you can share your pet photos with us. We love seeing them and we love sharing them. Here's a look at the radar for you scanning out, showing we are not tracking any showers. You can see our sea breeze right in this area. Sea breeze not able to produce any showers because the atmosphere is very dry. Because of that, we are talking about that sensitive fire weather in place really for the next several days with medium to high fire danger across all of our counties. I do not anticipate that changing anytime this week, and that's because we have that very dry air mass in place. Water vapor imagery showing all that moisture, or all that orange showing us where very little moisture is in place. We have high pressure at the surface. With high pressure, we have that subsiding air keeping things dry. High pressure begins to move over the Atlantic. Here is our front. It moves in late tomorrow into early Wednesday. And I want you to look as it gets a little bit closer to us. It will not bring us any rain, but we will see our winds shifting to the north behind that front on Wednesday. And that will knock our temperatures down just a few degrees for your Wednesday. Now, here's your Pinpoint accurate forecast.
Your forecast is sponsored by Renewal by Anderson.
61 overnight tonight in Orlando, and you fall to 55 for your low in Wildwood. Here's how it looks for the next 7 days. 86 tomorrow, down to 82 for your Wednesday, but look what happens as we head into the weekend. 87 on Saturday and up to 89 on your Easter Sunday.
Julie, thank you. Well, we are hitting the road once again, and this time we're heading to Claremont. We want to hear what you love about the city and what you're concerned about. Head on over to clickorlando.com/hitstheroad right now. Fill out our form. Let us know what stories you want us to cover. I just got some emails and I just set up my story. I'm so excited.
Great.
Yeah, we hope to hear from you very soon.
A new bill going through the state would hold you responsible if a tree in your yard falls down.
Yeah, what it would mean for you if that tree damages your neighbor's home. That's next. You're watching News 6 Getting Results. We'll be right back.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Light Orlando, delivering hope together.
Love that. All right, here's a live look over downtown Orlando from our Light Orlando camera. We had a lot of sunshine out there today after a glorious weekend. Just beautiful. Julie, I know it's way too much to ask if we could have more days like we saw this weekend, and today even. So nice.
Yeah, it's been really nice out there today, although definitely a little warmer today than we saw over the weekend. And we'll continue to see a warming trend as we move toward our next weekend. Never too early to take a look ahead to the weekend, especially when it's a holiday like this weekend. Here's what's happening for you right now, though, along the coast in Brevard County. This is our Launch Credit Union camera out there at Port Canaveral. Lots of sunshine sitting right now at 80 degrees. Elsewhere along the coast, we're talking about upper 70s, low 80s, 78 degrees in Daytona Beach. If you're on Palm Coast, you're at 82 right now and 76 degrees right now for those of you in Cocoa Beach. Now, we have a big area of high pressure in control of our weather. That's why we're seeing all that blue sky. With high pressure, we typically see that subsiding air. This high pressure will begin drifting away from us as our next cold front approaches. That front will roll into the area late tomorrow into early Wednesday. However, it won't bring us a dramatic cool down. Coming up, we'll break this down further, but tonight we're talking about low 60s and then right back in the mid 80s tomorrow. Coming up, I'll tell you when we'll be close to 90 and when our next best chance of rain is.
All right, and here are some more facts to make you feel a little bit better about flying. The FAA says that there are around 45,000 flights in the U.S. daily, and an average of about 2 incidents per day. And those aren't all passenger planes we're talking about, and even an equipment issue that grounds a plane is included in this tally. Could you imagine how lucky we would be if there were only 2 incidents on I-4?
Well, yeah, and we were just looking at the numbers. Approximately 40,000 people every year are killed in the United States in traffic fatalities.
These aren't the ones who are badly hurt or...
Yes, so flying's pretty safe. All right, we do want to check in now with meteorologist Julie Broughton, who is standing by with what we need to know about our forecast. Julie?
Yeah, we are going to keep it pretty dry and pretty warm as we move through the next several days. If you've been outside today, it's actually very nice, although we are warmer than we were this weekend. We'll keep it mild and pleasant through the evening and overnight hours. Now, tomorrow, I think we'll see a little bit more cloud cover than we saw today. That is ahead of our next front that comes through tomorrow night into Wednesday. It doesn't really have much of a chance to bring us much rain or really a significant cool down. In fact, we are tracking a big warm up heading toward the weekend, and we do have some 90-degree readings in our extended forecast. But those aren't quite with us just yet. We're on target for where we should be this time of year, low 80s for most of us. And as we head through the next several days, unfortunately, we are going to keep it pretty dry. So the Climate Prediction Center issuing the precipitation outlook for next week, showing we are not expecting any significant rain. We do have that sensitive fire weather in place for the next several days, so really make sure you are careful with that. Here's what it looks like for you right now over downtown Orlando. This is our Light Orlando Delivering Hope Together camera. Look at all that blue sky out there, certainly very pretty. 84 degrees right now. The normal high this time of year is 83 degrees. Elsewhere, we're sitting at 85 if you're in Sanford, also 85 in DeLand. Winds coming out of the east are bringing it a little bit cooler along the coast. You're at 79 in Melbourne. And if you're up in Palm Coast, you are sitting right now at 82 degrees. So we have that onshore flow in our coastal areas. And then across the interior spot, we're going to continue to see winds coming in out of the southwest ahead of our next front, which moves in late tomorrow. Now, your hour-by-hour forecast as we take you through the rest of today and into this evening. This is Jerry. His given name is Jericho, but his friends call him Jerry. 86 degrees at 6 o'clock, 85 degrees at 7 o'clock, and low 80s at 8 o'clock. Ginger's laughing. This is actually my ex-husband's dog, and I really would like to share custody, but so far I haven't managed to pull that off. I do get to babysit for him on occasion. Here's what it looks like for you on the radar right now as we are sweeping out, not finding any showers to track, and that really is going to be the story for the next several days. Water vapor imagery gives us a good idea of what's happening in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. All that orange showing really dry for us. So this is how that looks on the clouds and rain forecast. Taking you through the overnight hours, we keep our skies clear, but I want you to look at what happens during the day tomorrow. We start to see a little bit more cloud cover. If you look off to the top of your screen, there is our next front. Some of the models are trying to squeeze out a few isolated showers as this comes through. Unfortunately, we are just not looking at any significant rainfall, so less than a 20% chance of that front bringing us any rain, and then it'll knock our temperatures down just a little bit for your Wednesday. So for tonight, 61 for our overnight low with partly cloudy skies and breezy conditions. Next 7 days shaping up like this for us. We go to 86 tomorrow, a little bit cooler on Wednesday in the low 80s, and then temperatures head right back up moving toward the weekend. 87 on Saturday, 89 for your Easter Sunday, and up to 90 1 week from today.
All right, Julie, thank you. Well, we are happy to announce a nonprofit organization working to raise money for pediatric cancer patients received thousands of dollars over the weekend.
Sure did. After the break, we'll tell you how we got results for a very good cause.
You're watching News 6 Getting Results. We'll be right back.